Ohayo gozaimasu. Hello there. My name is Lawrence. I'm the CEO at Moonstake.io, and today I'm very happy and excited to be able to be here in the DeFi section to share about about Moonstake, about the staking as a service and wallet solution that we provide, and more importantly, about DeFi. So before I continue, allow me to present some slides because I think it will be easier and clearer that way. So here we go. All right, so accelerating connection from staking to DeFi will be a topic that Moonstake.io will be presenting. But not only that, as mentioned, we are very happy to be here at the Business Blockchain Expo organized by BINARYSTAR, Japan's largest blockchain incubation hub. We're also very privileged to be able to sponsor the decentralized finance DeFi session, which will serve as a gateway to introduce prominent DeFi projects to you. In the DeFi section, we have industrial experts at the forefront of the industry, such as MakerDAO, Neo Flamingo, Ruby Capital, Centrality, Zilliqa, RockX, Alfie blockchain. So there will be a wide range of discussions, especially on what the Japan market can expect. But before we go any further, definitely I will need to share about the staking trend and why I use Curve 18 to 2020, because I think Curve 18 was when the mass market adoption came in after the all-time high in Curve 17. So I think it will be a good gauge for these 3 years. The reason why I choose October 31st as a snapshot instance between the year to year is just October 31st is the end of 3 quarters, and having one single instance will be a very good reference for the market movement and the staking market cap on a year to year basis. So as you can see, and October 31st, Curve 18, the staking market was 7.09% of the global market. And then in Curve 19, the staking market dropped. As you can see, the activity rate also dropped quite a lot compared to Curve 18. And so in Curve 19, it was 5.14%, which is quite obvious in a sense because we all remember Curve 19 as a crypto winter or year, where a lot of ICO projects, a lot of alternative tokens drop out of the radar. The price values become almost close to zero, and investors choose to go back to the major coins like blockchain, is BTC, Ethereum, EOS, or stable coins such as USDT. And interestingly enough, even through the winter, the global market still grew by 20.77% on a year-to-year comparison. And this year has just been amazing. We just seen an all-time high BTC price. And even at October, the staking market was 7.97%, which means we recovered from the Curve 19 winter and even increased by 1%. But not only so, the global market grew by 65.37%, which is incredible. So definitely the general trend is that not only has there been a surge in the interest and amount in staking, something really interesting is the lot assets, like the assets put into staking pools or in longer term holdings, is actually has increased by more than twofold, which brings to show that users and investors believe in the blockchain security. They are willing to acquire these digital assets, the cryptocurrencies, and are willing to put into staking pools in order to get the rewards. So definitely for the staking trend for Q1, I think, like in Q18, we see layer 1 protocols such as Tezos and Cosmos. And then in Q19, we see layer 2 solutions such as Matic and Loom. Definitely proof of stake since Q15 has been transiting from Genesis implementation to growth. Not only so this year, with the surge in interest, not only in the current proof of stake projects, but also in the new DeFi projects, definitely this year has been a very important moment, not only for proof of stake, but for the future of blockchain and cryptocurrencies. So in 2021, for example, with the launch of Ethereum 2.0, signifying the technical maturation of token-powered projects or networks, especially since even Ethereum 2.0 has proof of stake functionality. We are seeing the industry leaving the Wild West years and entering a chapter of actual use cases and utility, and hopefully, users will be acquiring more of such proof of stake coins and putting them to staking pools because they believe in these protocols, they believe in the actual use cases, and are willing to get the returns from staking them. So what about DeFi in the staking ecosystem? So the DeFi industry this year has been really interesting. I think no one really expected such a surge. But as you can see, from in December 2018, leading towards the end of October, definitely there was a surge, especially in August all the way to now. And even at 31st October, the total value locked through staking, through DeFi projects and protocols was around 11 billion US dollar. So definitely the future of DeFi looks very promising. You have established blockchain networks joining the DeFi movement. For example, EOS with EOS DT and Ethereum with Ethereum 2.0 that includes a staking upgrade. Not only so, we have tier 1 exchanges launching DeFi products and services, such as Coinbase with its wallet that can connect to DeFi apps, and Binance with its DeFi staking functionality. So definitely, DeFi will look even better next year. And there are 3 main ways to earn staking returns. One is of course platform fees, for example, transaction fees. You can also earn interest by lending the assets you have, or you can stake them or do yield farming or hold the assets to gain token rewards. And that's why Moonstake is accelerating the connection from staking to DeFi. We have successfully closed our seed round funding with around 1.04 million US dollars. It's about approximately Japan yen 110 million. This was led by our partner venture firm Ruby Capital as the lead investors. And we also have nailed down partnerships with prominent companies in the DeFi ecosystem. For example, with Ruby Capital and RAM DeFi, in order to take the next step for DeFi integration and expansion of the DeFi ecosystem. We also have a partnership with Infinito Wallet, a world-leading universal wallet, in order to enhance the staking ecosystem and scale DeFi projects further. So apart from that, what have been happening with Moonstake? So For example, one of our biggest achievements so far is we hit the highest amount of 97 million US dollar within 3 months. And we could not have done so without, for example, key partnerships with major blockchain projects, like Ambogo, one of Kagano's constitutional corporations, Kazos Ventures, Kazos-centric blockchain startup Kompanita, supported by Kazos Foundations, Centrality, a New Zealand's blockchain giant, and Neo could drive staking innovation and adoptions. We're always constantly having more partners and even institutional clients who is using our staking as a service or wallet solution in order to drive the industry and the DeFi ecosystem. We also have regional partners such as OIO, a Catalyst-listed Singapore-based company, which announced its entry into blockchain industry and forged a strategic alliance with leading Asian blockchain companies like Moonstake. Of course, definitely our alliance with BINARYSTAR, the biggest blockchain business hub, and promoting blockchain businesses to companies throughout Japan and East Asia. We are also very proud to be members of associations such as Singapore FinTech Association, a platform designed to facilitate collaborations between participants and stakeholders in the FinTech ecosystem, with about 50 MOUs with associations and government bodies around the world, and a domestic network of 360 plus FinTech companies and industrial partners and global network in more than 32 countries. We also have inside the Blockchain Association Singapore, which is set up to facilitate collaboration between all market participants and stakeholders in the blockchain ecosystem. Of course, our main product is a mobile app that you can download on the App Store and Google Play. Through the Moonstake mobile wallet, you can score more than 2,000 coins and tokens that we support for easy management of critical assets. And you can use the wallet to safely participate in the staking pools while having a private key you hold only to yourself. Now, of course, in case you need to do something fast or you prefer a web browser, you can always use our web wallet, which has the same functionality that you can use the staking pool through a web browser. And currently we support the Japanese, Korean, and English language. And we also support staking to AGA, Tezos, Cosmos, Ecology, Quantum, IrisNet, Harmony, and we'll always be continuing to add in new features. For example, connections to more DeFi projects in the future. And of course, because there has been growing demand in Asia and especially in Japan, we do have customer support in wiki and customer support page in Japanese, and we have a native Japanese operation team. So if you have any concerns and questions, you can always contact us at support@moonstake.io or message us via Twitter @moonstake. We will be here for you. So in case some of you might not be familiar with Moonstake as a company and the people that's inside, allow me to briefly introduce ourselves. Our vision is, of course, to realize the full potential of the blockchain technology because the senior management and operation team has been in this industry for a few years. And our mission is to build the Asia's biggest staking network because we do have industrial experts, we do have partnerships with prominent projects and companies. And we believe that staking is is one of the features that will be very important, especially for DeFi. So the operation team, Kazuka-san is the brainchild and founder of Moonstake. He is also the CEO of CKIA that has offices in Switzerland and Japan. So since 2013, he has been focusing on promoting blockchain within existing business structures and facilitating development with government and businesses. Mr. Chia is the CEO of Switchnovate, a fintech consultancy firm, and he's also the founding president of Singapore Fintech Association. And as a chief strategy officer, he brings 2 decades of experience in the financial and technology industry. Mr. Hui is a director of Moonstake. He was self-taught in programming and started an application development company in 2009. In 2017, he was appointed director and COO of a startup specializing in business development using blockchain. As for myself, I'm a digital marketing professional with background in programming and has been in the tech industry for over 10 years. I was one of the Huobi Global's early employees, later becoming the head of global business operations in Singapore. After that, I became the COO and co-founder of ZipMat's cryptocurrency exchange that has expanded in Southeast Asia and have licenses in like countries like Thailand, Indonesia, Australia, and Singapore. We also have highly recognized experts in industry. For example, consultancies, Mr. Nizam, which is experienced with MAS, with government regulations. We have a RAM DeFi, a DeFi project. We have support from Ruby Capital in funds and investments and insights into the DeFi industry. We have support from seasoned veterans in projects like Mr. Aaron from Centrality, Mr. Gallen from Harmony, and Liz who have a coverage of the current happenings in the blockchain industry and projects. And of course, even though DeFi has been very interesting and fast-paced, but it's also been very new. So a lot of people are still unaware of what exactly is DeFi and how to come into this ecosystem. So we've been holding a lot of webinars with industrial experts through our partner network. And that's it. So thank you for having me. And I think 2021 will be a very exciting year, especially in Japan, be it for DeFi or be it for cryptocurrencies, since we are seeing an all-time high and we're going to ride the wave further. Hopefully next year with the COVID-19 situation stabilizing, and hopefully with a vaccine, I'll be able to meet you face to face. And till then, have a good end of the year and let's have a great year ahead. Thank you. ありがとうございます。